Every community in Oklahoma faces hunger, but rural areas, communities of color, and tribal communities are especially hard hit by hunger.
Having a pantry on site at schools is very beneficial to students because they can come in, it's accessible to them, it's open, it's free, and they come in and shop among students and student faculty that already know them. So it destigmatizes them. It gives them the incentive to come in and not feel bad about receiving help, because we all need help, especially those who are food insecure.
Our relationship with the Food Bank of Oklahoma has been awesome. They've allowed us to meet the needs of all of our students in the building with providing produce, frozen goods, canned goods, and even hygiene items as well.
I think one thing that is not always recognized about our area of town, being over here in West Tulsa, we are surrounded by highways and plants. If you don't have a vehicle, the number of options that you have to access fresh fruit and vegetables, drastically narrows.
We serve approximately 70 pantries in our 24 eastern counties that we serve. We also serve here in Tulsa, but we serve outside of Tulsa. We serve school pantries in McIntosh County or Miami. So the need is great and it's always growing. We're gonna be there to make sure we meet that need.
The work that you all are doing at the Food Bank of Eastern Oklahoma is the difference between some of these kids' life and death. The difference between some of these kids graduating or not graduating.
The Rural Initiatives Department is a newer department here within the Food Bank, and its goal is to target the gaps that we find in our rural communities based on the resources they have available and the needs of our guests. The vast majority of our rural communities are in food deserts. In fact, there are some communities that the entire county is considered a rural food desert. We will go in and set up these temporary food pantries to provide food resources. However, we're also branching out into new distribution models where we will bring in other socially minded organizations to share the services they provide with our guests as well. At the Food Bank of Eastern Oklahoma, success in our rural communities is going to include strengthening our current mobile pantry program, adding new sites to distribute food in unreached communities, and doing new operations where we provide wraparound services to not only feed the line, but shorten the line as well.
The Food Bank is creating relationships within our underserved communities to ensure families have the support they need and regular access to healthy foods.
Here in Oklahoma, we have over 39 federally recognized tribes, and each of those tribes reach out to their citizens to make sure that they're well taken care of, but sometimes things do fall short, and we have families and youth that are going hungry out in our communities. And so the partnership that we have with Food Bank of Eastern Oklahoma is great and very impactful in our Native communities. Because of where our Native communities are located, sometimes there's not enough economic development in those areas. And so the resources that the Food Bank is able to support to the tribes and to tribal citizens helps them stretch any of their dollars that they have. One thing I'd like to share with you is the word Gadugi. In Cherokee, that means basically coming together for the betterment of all. And in our tribal communities, that's one way that we gather. That's one way that we rally around one another, is by serving food. And it's so good and delicious, but the Food Bank of Eastern Oklahoma is also doing their part by getting nutritious meals out to our families every day.